How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Farming Simulator 19 Survival Series. So, in today's episode, we are going to be selling some equipment. And you probably saw this coming a while now. And I'll be completely honest, the episode or episodes where I asked you guys whether we should sell some of the equipment has not aired yet. So, I'm just sort of making a call. And I generally don't like to do that sort of thing. I do like to get the input from you guys. But the only two implements that I'm selling is the Mercedes. And why can't I grab that? This broom does seem to be a bit finicky. It also has no sound effects. So I don't know if that is the animal pen or the broom. I don't know. I'm thinking the broom. Anyways, let's have a look. I did have to pull some of the pallets out yesterday. Because it was full, so we've got 4 full pallets there, but we'll leave them for a little while. I think we're still good on eggs for a little while. Yeah, we could probably go about another day. Right, so we are going to be selling the Massey Ferguson and the Mercedes today. So it is a little bit sad, to be honest. They are beautiful, beautiful machines, and they started life on this farm with us. And they've been very, very good to us. But it is time for them to go, sadly. So, yeah, it's just sort of got to the point where we really, really don't need them anymore on the farm. And they are really just clutter at this stage. So, I think that it would be cruel to keep them on the farm and just have them sit and rot. I would rather take them up to the shop, sell them, and hopefully they go on to live a very happy life on someone else's farm. Somewhere where they'll be happy. So, yeah, very, I don't know, philosophical or whatever it's called there. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll have a good life somewhere else. And unfortunately, that is not going to be on our farm. So yes, it has come to a point where other pieces of equipment has just taken over all of the jobs, and also to expand on the farm we need to get rid of some of the old stuff. So I don't think we'll ever get rid of all of our old equipment. Some of it will definitely remain. How much of it I don't know, but after this it really is only the John Deere, the original Buffalo John Deere, and the Ford that will be original. We have sold our combine that we started with and most of the implements as well. But yeah, it's just one of those things, unfortunately. And yeah, here we are. So let's get ready for unloading. Turn that off. So our little, what was this called? This was the little warthog, wasn't it? Our warthog and our kudu. Very sad day indeed, but also a happy day because they're gonna go make someone else very, very happy on their farm. Right, we need to reverse this back so that we can unfold that ramp. There we go. Unfold that. Beautiful. Okay. Here we go. No tears. No tears. Not allowed to cry. And I'm gonna sell the front loader with it because this is the small front loader. So there's not much we can do with that. Anything that's gonna come to the farm in the future is probably gonna have the bigger one. And we've got the bigger one on the Voltra anyway. So the Voltra will remain on the farm for a little while yet. I think it is going to get replaced at some stage just for sake of, well, keeping interest. And yeah, I mean, I like the Voltra, and again, I like these tractors very, very much, but for the sake of progression, we need to get rid of some old stuff to move forward with some new stuff. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is sad, this is sad. There we go, Massey Ferguson 285S. Sold. Alright. Sell that. That's actually worth more. That front loader is worth more than the Massey, and the Mercedes MB Track 800 to 900. Goodness me, 54 days we had that. And that is quite a long time in a game like this. So, yep, here we go. Sold. Okay. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. That is that. Right. So yes, the Valtra will stay on the farm for a little while yet because I want to see... I should probably fold that up before I start driving around with it. There we go. The Valtra will remain as long as... Well, as long as we don't have money, it'll remain. So we shall see if we'll replace that with something else at a later stage. And I did mention in the previous episode that when I replace it, I might actually be replacing it with something similar, but something older. And there is a very nice case tractor that I am eyeballing for the farm, which is actually a 250 horsepower as well. So it's exactly the same engine horsepower. Well, technically it's 249, so it's 1 horsepower less than the Valtra. But it's about the same size in physical size. And yeah, it's just a very, very nice tractor. And it's something that I'm considering because it is quite an old piece of equipment and I think it'll fit on the farm really well. Not that the Valtra doesn't fit on the farm. I mean, the Valtra is great. But yeah, I don't know. We shall see. Okay, it looks very, very empty over there. But I mean, some of our equipment is elsewhere on the farm. So it looks more empty than what it actually is. The Valtra is over here and the front loader is over here, or the wheel loader. I keep calling it a front loader. It's a wheel loader. So the wheel loader is over here, the Valtra is over here, and the Ford is over here. So we've still got a lot of equipment, and then we've still got the big John Deere in the big shed as well. So everything is still here. This pickup truck will get replaced at some stage as well. Oh, now we can just disconnect from in here. Beautiful. Yeah, this will get replaced at some stage as well. When? I don't know. Again, that depends on money. But yeah, let's go have a look how we are going with regards to our biodiesel. And we need to move some more potatoes today. So the previous episode was a very slow episode, much slower than what we normally do on the channel. It was quite fun to do. But I do also like to keep things a bit more action-packed and a bit more involved. And yeah, there we go. We've got 11,597 liters of diesel. And our silage is full though, so we'll have to move that silage. I don't know where we can put it though. Maybe we can put silage in one of those bunkers. I mean, that's always a possibility. We can empty out the last of the canola, which is great. And then we can use this front loader to maybe move the silage. Because yeah, I don't think it's going to be making more diesel if it doesn't have silage space. That is a very small amount of silage though. 5,000 liters to be full. I mean, I guess we're not running a international level diesel production here. We're just making a bit of diesel. I cannot pick that up. Is this bucket not compatible with... Right, okay. It seems like this bucket doesn't know what to do with silage. Let's hope the other one does. It's such a tiny bucket though. We might need to go and buy another bucket. Right, Valtra, you're up. Let's see if you can figure out what to do with that. That is interesting though. Maybe we just need an actual silage bucket thing. There we go. We'll leave that there for a second and see if this bucket will work. We've still got all of those bales there as well. We need to keep an eye on the price. I kind of forgot about that. We can sell that. Not the grass bales. We'll keep the grass bales. But the hay bales we can definitely sell and make quite a bit of money. Alright, let's see. Yes. Oh, okay. That is only a 940 liter bucket compared to a 4,000 liter that we've got on the other one. Let's see if we can put it here. It'll be very handy if we can. Yes, that is registering on the scale. Okay, beautiful. So I think what I am going to do is we do have a bit of money because we got a bit of money in from our buildings and things like that, the water and all that good stuff. I will, well, actually we'll use the Veltron. No, we won't. Okay, sorry, I'm just sort of thinking out loud here, trying to figure out what to do. And what we are going to do is we are going to buy one, well, another auger. We'll have to have it delivered though. So we're going to pay 2.5% of the price. So I want another one of those augers that we can use around the farm here. So if we are in a rush and we don't want to be messing around with loading things manually, we can just throw an auger on here and dump everything on the ground, and that'll sort of sort itself out. And things like now, if we just want to move some silage into a trailer so we can dump it in there and store it, then we can just use that. So basically one all-rounder auger that we can use for the potatoes here as well if we have to. So yeah, I'm gonna go off and grab that real quick, or order that, and we'll have it delivered, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so we have our auger, and yeah, unfortunately the only way we can move this thing around is, well, like this. So luckily we got it delivered right over here, so that is handy. And yeah, I spoke about it in the previous episode. There's a bit of a problem with these augers where if I attach them to a vehicle, they will... I hope this can... Let's extend that out. I hope this can pick up the silage. It looks like it can, because it's already filled up there, so that's good. So we'll pull that right in there, and we will go grab the Marson trailer and the Ford. That is a very nice combination. I have to say, that looks beautiful. Love that. Very, very good color match. Well, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's good. It looks good. Right. Let's fill that up. We should easily be able to fit all of that in here. Yeah, because this is I think it's a 19 or 14,500 liters, I think it is. Let's have a quick look. There we go. Yes, 14,500 liters. There we go. That is job done. So we'll grab this, move it out, and we'll probably just leave it about there. So when we need it again, it's nice and close by and ready to go. Right, so let's go dump this into the shed at the end there. It is very, very, very handy having this storage, I have to say. This is a global company extension, and they are really nice. There are some other sort of buildings for potatoes and crops, and or just root crops and that sort of thing, that is not part of global company, but they're nice. But I didn't use any of them because most of them are already sort of filled up with potatoes, even if it's empty. So it's got this weird, I don't know, it's got a texture in it basically, and I just didn't like that very much. So yeah, anyways, right, so from here on in we are going to, well, we want to move the rest of the potatoes today, so we will do that in a time lapse, at least parts of it. And we also want to start washing potatoes today and possibly sorting as well. And I need to sort of figure out how we're exactly going to do that, because if we're just going to be using the front loader with that, we definitely can just use the front loader with that, but it will be a very slow process. We can turn that on, and I want to move this back a little bit so we can pick up the last little end bits there before we move it over to the other side. I want to make sure we get everything out of this shed. Right, there we go. So yeah, we probably won't get to the fields in this episode either. So we weren't on the fields yesterday, and we're not going to be on the fields today. And when I say yesterday, I mean the previous episode. And yeah, I mean, we'll probably try and get onto the fields in the next episode, but it's kind of fun doing just some work around the yard, just moving things around and doing new things, making diesel. And we'll see how much diesel. I mean, we will probably never use the amount of diesel that we've got already. So we'll probably end up keeping like 1,000 liters and just sell the rest. And hopefully we can make some good money out of that. We need to buy a trailer to be able to transport that. And here we go. That is not full. But this doesn't have anything to pick up anymore. There we go. I'm going to pull it straight to the back here to see if we've actually got everything. Just want to be sure. Yep, there we go. Right, we're going to pull that forward again. Oh, wall. Reposition. Something like that should be fine. Beautiful. Again, I said in the previous episode that these augers aren't exactly ideal for potatoes. In fact, they'll probably not work for potatoes at all in real life. I'm not really sure, but I don't think they would. You should use belts for that. But they are working really, really well for us right now. So we're going to continue using them. If we do have a lot of excess money at some stage, we can probably buy some belted equipment and make it a little bit more authentic, I suppose. But for now, we'll just have to make do with what we've got. And the other belted equipment is very expensive, and also I find them a little bit awkward. And they're just awkward to handle, and yeah, I just find them to not really work that well unless you've got sort of a stationary setup. But even like over there with the sorters, there's nothing belted that can do that for me in that short of a distance. They don't go steep enough. So that's why I'm using that. But anyway, we are going to jump into a quick time lapse. We're going to get all of the potatoes moved this side, and then hopefully we'll be ready to start washing. We'll see how we're going to do that. And maybe we can just sort of scoop with the front loader out of here and into there, or maybe we'll just use our new conveyor belt and just dump into that thing the washer. And yeah, we could probably do that. That'll probably be the easiest and the quickest. But yeah, let's get this moved, and then we can decide what we're going to do after that. Alright, this is the final load of the potatoes, and yeah, that was pretty fun. I like moving things around the farm rather than just moving them from the farm to a sell point. That is quite fun actually. And yes, I did buy a new auger, the one that we used over there, and I kind of forgot that when we're done with the potatoes, we're gonna have an extra auger. So now we've got 2 augers, but that's fine. So we're gonna leave one over there for now. And, oh, we can see how many potatoes we've got. Oh, 160,000. 162,349. So 162349. That is a lot of potatoes. I mean, look at it. It's a huge heap of potatoes. It's amazing. That is awesome. Yeah, so we have got the one auger over here that, we'll probably just use to move some of the silage. What we can do as well is we can grab that and put it in there, and then, because we're going to feed this thing with a conveyor belt or with this auger. So we're going to dump potatoes over here with that trailer, and that's going to feed it into there. And then the what's rest will come out of here. And I think we are going to buy 3 of these small little belt conveyors, the little red ones. And we're going to put 1 on each of this, so we can just sort of dump a heap in front of each of them. And then they'll do their thing. They'll fill those up, and we can put the trailers over here. And yeah, try and make this as efficient as possible. I mean, you can run conveyor belts from there into the trailers, but I don't want to really do that. And yeah, so we're going to have to buy a few more conveyors. And we'll probably need to move that one from there over to here so that we can fill the trailer again. So yeah, we basically just moved all of the potatoes and now we're going to move them again. But first off, we need to run up to the shop. Oh, and I did clean up a little bit. I took the Voltra back to where it belongs. And I just left the front load over there and some of the implements over there. So that's fine. And yeah, we're going to take the Voltra. We're going to head up to the shop and we need to buy a water tank. So I'm going to have a look around what water tanks are available. And see if we can get something decent for a decent price. And yeah, we'll have to see. I'm going to take the Voltra just because it's quick. Or quicker than anything else on the farm except for the pickup truck. I mean, it's a water tank. We can take the pickup truck. It's going to be empty, so it's not going to be heavy. And I'd rather be doing 120 than doing 50. So, yeah. Let's take the pickup truck to go get a water tank. Anyway, we are going to head up to the shop. So, I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, up at the shop. And let's have a quick look what they have available. So I think it's going to be under animals. So this is the one that I thought of, the Joskin or Joskin, $9,500, 7,300 liters. But there's another one that I looked at. Oh, that could be handy. We might need to get something like that for diesel. So this is only for milk and water, but I do know there's one like this for diesel. So we might need to do that. But we'll look at that at a bit of a later stage. That could be handy as well for something like diesel. That is 2,000 liters. Again, this is not for diesel, but I'm pretty sure there is one for diesel. And then this is the one that I'm looking at. So that's 10,000 liters for $5,500. And that looks pretty nice. I quite like that. What color though? I do like the blue. I just don't like the blue wheels. Maybe just a white... beige, silver, metal. I don't know, that looks kind of nice as a water trailer, just white and blue. I think we're going to go with that. $5,800. Buy that. Beautiful. Alright. There's our new 10,000 liter trailer equipped with its own pump. Beautiful. Right, so let's go fill up the potato washer. And I want to see that thing in action. I want to see how that all works out. So here we go. At least with the pickup truck, it's nice and quick. Here we go. Beautiful. I think the pickup will struggle a little bit if this thing is full of water. I mean, it is a double axle, so it should carry a lot of its own weight and not put too much weight on the tow hitch. But we'll see. I'll try it. If the truck bottoms out, I'll just go grab a tractor and we'll pull it over with the tractor. I like this. Nice big. It sort of looks homemade. It definitely looks like a sort of a homemade thing. I'm not sure you'll buy something like that from a equipment dealer, but you never know. You might do. I don't know. Never seen anything like that that wasn't homemade, but it's fine. If it's homemade, that's okay. It won't be the only thing on this farm that's homemade. Right, water is over here. I think this is the first time that we've ever had to get water on this farm, because we don't have anything like greenhouses or anything that requires water. And we've got plumbed in water for our animals. So, yeah, we've actually never had to get water. There we go. 2,642 gallons or 10,000 liters. And the truck, I mean, it's a little bit on the heavy side, but it's fine. Pulls it just fine. Again, it is a double axle, so it carries its own weight pretty well. It doesn't put too much weight on the hitch. I don't know how much water this thing requires, but I think 10,000 liters will probably go a long way. So let's put that in there and we'll go over and have a look. Jump over the hitch here. There we go. Right. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. It takes exactly 10,000 liters. we've been quite lucky in terms of our estimates or guesstimates that we've had around the plant over here, the biodiesel plant, and now the potato washer as well, because we did guess the IBCs, was it methanol? We guessed that perfectly, so pretty good. Right, I think this is a good spot for that to live. It just seemed like it. And now all we need is potatoes. So let's drop the Ford off. And we'll have a run back. Grab a trailer. We'll move the auger. And we can start throwing potatoes in our washer and see what we get. Alright. I think what I have to do though is maybe move that auger real quick, because it does take a while to move that thing. It is not exactly quick. So I think I'm going to move that real quick off screen. And the Ford, that is ready. I might just pull whatever is in here out. And actually, let's do that real quick. We will pull that bit of silage out, and then I'll move the auger off screen, because it is extremely slow to drive that thing. So, yeah. I don't want to spend 2 or 3 minutes of the video just moving an auger. And there we go. Let's turn that on. That'll clean everything out real quick. Shouldn't be too much in there. We can actually close this lid. There we go. Alright. That's it. Beautiful. That is a decent amount actually in there. 0.6 of a ton. That is 1,275 liters of silage. And we've got a little bit in here already. I mean, you can barely see it, but there is actually some in there. There we go. Right, okay, I'm going to move that auger, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, coming back from the shop with a conveyor belt, and that is because I kind of forgot about them. So this is the last one that I'm bringing back to the farmyard. There's 2 others that's already in position, and they are to collect the potatoes off the ground that we will dump to go through the sorters. So this needs to go in there. So you can see the other 2 already in position. They are quite easy to move around, and you can kind of maneuver them by hand because they are pretty light. So they can drive as well. A little bit weird to drive, but it's okay. Not too bad at all. Right, so that is the last one. We'll just position that. And I think we're ready for potatoes. Or potato washing and potato sorting. We're going to leave that there. Beautiful. And yeah, I hope everything works. Oh, we need to get the other trailers out for... actually, we can grab the John Deere for that. The green wall that we've become so accustomed to since we've built all of these new sheds. Yes, we need to pull the trailers underneath these augers over here. And again, yes, those augers aren't the correct augers for potatoes. They'll probably chop potatoes into, well, crisps, to be honest. And we should be using belts, but I just can't find any belts that work with the farm layout. They just don't exist. So maybe I should go have a look around and see if I can find some sort of a conveyor mod or something that'll work better for this setup. Because I need a conveyor that can run this distance the same as these augers and quite steep. And I haven't been able to find anything. So, yeah. I might need to look around a little bit more. Okay, that should be fine. And that is all of the augers lined up with their respective trailers. This thing we can just sort of grab here and we can sort of shimmy it into place. Now I want to try and line it up. Not that it really matters because it'll probably move as soon as I put some potatoes down. And from here we can just move it into position. Somewhere like, yeah, maybe a little bit more. Somewhere like there should be fine. Right. That is pretty straight. And we can, oh, wrong one. How did it go from here to there? Fold that up. And let's have a look. Start that up. Belt on. So that should belt on, and belt is on. Right, so when we start dumping some heaps of potatoes in front of them here, they should pick them up automatically and put them into the sorters. So this we can turn on. Beautiful, we can get rid of that. Right, let's fill our trailer. It's not the quickest fill in the world, but it's not too bad. While we wait for that, we can go check if the other auger is turned on, because it probably isn't. This one. Start engine. Beautiful. Okay, so everything should be running. This has got water, and all it needs is potatoes. And then I just want to have a quick look over here. Have we processed everything that we can process, or is there still left? Oh no, there's loads left. 50%. And we've already got 16,000 liters of diesel. So, yeah, that's quite a bit. Right, still got 19,000 liters of canola left. So we're going to be almost guaranteed to grow canola every single cycle of planting or seeding, and that's fine. Canola is a fun one to do because it's very, very pretty, and it's quite easy to do as well because it's easy to harvest. You don't need to empty the combine out that often, so don't mind doing that at all, and we'll definitely sell a lot of that. I didn't expect us to make that amount of diesel. I thought we maybe make like 1,000 liters, and I thought, well, if we do that, we'll just keep it for the farm. And we do have our other diesel full point, and we will keep it. The one that's back at the servicing area right behind those trees. And that is obviously diesel that we pay for. Right, we're going to dump this here. And we will keep that just because it doesn't really bother us being there. But also, is that throwing? Yep, that's throwing potatoes into there. Very cool. Right. And yeah, we will keep that just in case we run out of diesel here. I mean, you never know, we might need some money and we just sell all of the diesel that we've got. But if we don't have to, we won't. We'll keep some of it for ourselves, maybe about 1,000 liters, something like that. Right, we are going to move the trailer and we'll come back and check on that in a second. Actually, we can't fill this up again just yet, because we need the trailer for the clean potatoes. So that is going to stay right there. We might drive over it a little bit. That's fine. Oh, that thing just picked up some of that potatoes. That's not good. That is not good at all. Can we swing this thing around? And can we say unload here? No. Can we just do that? There we go. Okay, so I need to be careful of that. That's fine. We'll put that back into position. Manhandling it a little bit, but just for the sake of saving time. And normally, I suppose something like this you would be able to move by hand in real life. Just not the way that I'm moving it. You'll probably grab it on the hitch here, and you should be able to move it around a little bit. Or move it into position. Alright. Beautiful. That seems to be lined up. Have we got anything in here? A little bit. 751. 5% washed potatoes. So I think I'm going to give this a few minutes to run through. And then we'll come back and hopefully dump some of that in the trailer. We'll turn this off. We don't need to be burning diesel unnecessarily. So yeah, I'm going to let that run for a little while so we can get a bit of a load. And then we'll dump some of it on the ground here and yeah, see what happens. See if this whole system works. Right, we are back at the shop as we're waiting for all of the potatoes to be washed, and that is because we are selling the final piece of equipment that, well, doesn't really have a use around the farm. So let's repair that, see if we can get a little bit more. Not much. I think you only get whatever the service costs. So there we go. That is the wood chipper sold, and unfortunately that was one of those endeavors that we went into, and it wasn't extremely profitable. It was a lot of work for very little return compared to some of the other things that we do around the farm for money. And yeah, it's just one of those things. We tried it, it didn't work, and we probably won't do anything again with regards to chipping, unless we just take it straight to the root crop area, the root crop sell point, the big building sticking out behind the trees there, the big grey building. As big as it is, it's actually quite difficult to see. But they do have a chipper over there where we can just load logs into, and that'll chip it and sell it immediately. So we can always do that if we want to. But to be honest, I just prefer to sell the logs straight up or make firewood. So in the next episode, we are going to get back into fields. We need to do some plowing. We need to do that grass field over there. We need to plow that up. We're probably going to look into a second grass field as well, but that'll need cutting before we actually plow it up. So where this one over here has already been cut, so that's fine. We can go ahead and plow that. And then, yeah, we'll have to start looking into probably drilling again. I don't think we need to do lime or any plowing on any of the fields. Maybe the potato field, I'm not sure. We'll have to check that. But yeah, the potato washing and sorting is going to be a bit of a process. That's going to take a while to do. So we will do it as time goes on. We also still need to sell our crops. So we've got a lot of crops that needs to be sold. We'll probably buy another trailer to sell some of that diesel as well. We've got a bunch of wool pallets that are filling up that we can sell as well. And the chickens are probably not far off full as well. And I did move the forward over here because we were waiting for the potatoes to be washed, so I thought we might as well grab another load. And I did move this over ever so slightly so we don't accidentally grab potatoes with the other conveyor belt. And that should be close to full, I would think. So we shall check that in a second. And I know this episode is getting on for probably about 40 minutes. And it's one of the longer ones. I think we've only one episode that went over 40 minutes. And I do try and not make them that long, because it is just extremely long for an episode. But I like to keep them around 20 to 30 minutes. But unfortunately, this is just one of those episodes where nothing can really be done in a time lapse other than the little bit that we had earlier on. But yeah, we won't be going on for too long just yet. How did that happen again? I don't understand that. Where are you getting the potatoes from? I don't understand. There we go. Do that. I really don't know where it's grabbing those potatoes from. We might need to put that auger completely on the other side. It seems like every time we drive past it. I don't know if it's grabbing some residual from the trailer or something. I have no idea. Anyway, let's put this here. Something like that should be fine. And now we should be able to fill this. I'm not sure how much we'll get, but I hope it's a bit. We've got about 2 trailers in here. So I would think at least 1 trailer full. There we go. Trailer full. Beautiful. Those are some lovely potatoes. Very clean indeed. Okay. So we need to sort of spread this out a little bit. Well, between the 3. So we shall go... Wow, the pickup on these things is amazing. Okay, that should keep you going for a while. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'll go fix that in a second. And we shall do another heap. We might actually get away with just doing 2 heaps. 50% on each. So let's do that. We'll dump some over here. There we go. To about 33%. And then we'll do the rest over here. Okay. Beautiful. So that should be fine, picking all of that up. Turn that off. The sorters are working beautifully. This I reversed into big time, so that might not be lined up too well. Something like so. And then this we can turn on and start filling. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get this one going. There we go. And finally, this one. Very nice. Right. Do we have premium potatoes? We do indeed. Right. Okay, so that is working. I think we're going to have to sort of jump into these augers every time and hit full for them to actually do their thing. But that's okay. It's much easier than trying to do all of this with the front loader. And yeah, that should keep us going for a while. So again, we'll have to come around here and do this as we have time. And well, this is still loading quite a bit from here. We can probably grab another load and throw it in there. But yeah, we'll do this as we go along, and I'll probably move that conveyor belt to the other side and just sort of dump things in the road there. I didn't really want to do it, that's why I put it this side, or I can just really dump things on the corner there and keep a wide open area around this conveyor over here. But yeah, that seems to be working, and it's going to take us a while to get through all of the potatoes. So we'll see. I think we'll just take the premium potatoes and put them back into one of the buildings over there and store them until we've got all of them clean, and then we'll just sell them for one massive payday, hopefully. But yeah, that is going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I do apologize that it was a very, very long one. I know this even before editing, but hopefully the next one will be a bit more normal. And yeah, but that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.